Rainollon here. Today is yet again on the build showcase, and it's Tenet Livia. Today I'm going to show you 3 builds, so let us immediately start. For the first setup, this is the exposure setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Galvanized Steel for critical chance critical damage, Prime Fever Strike for Toxin, Vicious Frost for cold and stash chance cold, and Toxin gives us viral. Blood Rushing Weeping Wounds, a 12x combo that's going to give us 440 stash chance and critical chance, Berserker Fury for attack speed, Prime Reach for range, and Conditional Overload for melee damage per status type. These are the mods. For the extra weapon adapter I will highly recommend for you to use, it's going to be any Tenet. For the Arcane, melee exposure and ability cast, you gain 60% corrosion damage on melee strikes for 25 seconds. Stacks up all the way up to 240, which is a lot of increased damage and free corrosion damage. For the passive, blocking enemies' attack has a 20% chance to increase a block angle by 5 degrees, which is kind of worthless. Stacks up 5 times. Combo duration pauses while holstered. That's kind of fine. For the stats, the attack speed is slightly above average, range is average, follow through is average, Riven Dispo isn't half bad at all, critical chance critical damage, increased damage, or critical chance critical damage attack speed, and you can remove like this thing here, for example. Critical chance is good, critical damage is good, stash chance is, I think, slightly below average, and total damage is really high. Also, it is a Tenet weapon, and the element I chosen, or the element I bought from the guy, it's electricity. Electricity is amazing. And you can, of course, swap this if you have elemental vice for heat. If you want to do that, that also works. And there you go. These are stats, the passive, the mods, the arcane, and now for the second setup. For the second setup, this is the influence setup. The mods I'm using here, I did remove Conditional Overload, Prime Fever Strike, and Vicious Frost for Prime Pressure Point for melee damage, Gillen's Elementalist for status damage and stash chance, and Voltaic Strike for electricity and stash chance. And that's it. These are the mods. For the extra weapon adapter, I will highly recommend for you to use, it's going to be any Tenet. For the Arcane, we do have electricity. On electricity status effect, there's a 20% chance for elemental status effect to apply to every enemy in 3-meter radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help you out a lot with clear. That's the Arcane. And for the stats, instead of viral corrosion, it's going to be electricity. And there you go. These are stats, the passive, the mods, the arcane, and now for the final setup. And for the final setup, this is the heavy attack setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Galvanized Steel for critical chance critical damage, Gillen's Reflect for heavy attack efficiency and initial combo. This also gives us initial combo, which is 6x combo all the time on a heavy attack, Gladiator Might for critical chance critical damage, Melee Elementalist for status damage and heavy attack 1 speed, more heavy attack 1 speed and critical damage, Prime Reach for range, and Prime Pressure Point for melee damage. That's it. These are the mods. For the extra weapon adapter I will highly recommend for you to use, it's going to be Dispatch Overdrive. When you do a heavy attack, you get movement speed. For the arcane, melee afflictions, enemies affected by status effect. So when we do a heavy attack, we flung enemies, and we have a guaranteed slash proc. And this says here, gains 6 additional stacks when they are knocked down or flung. Our heavy attack flungs enemies, guaranteed slash, 7 stacks of slash, enemies will just disappear. And it's quite good. Really good synergy. That's the arcane. For the stats here, for this element you can use whatever you like. Heat, electricity, and toxin is something I will recommend. And it's a heavy attack build, so you're going to do a lot of damage when you do a heavy attack. And that's it. These are stats, the passive, the mods, the arcane, and now it's time for me to show you these 3 builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the exposure setup. I'm going to spawn level 205, Steel Path, or Kimber Group Dudes. Spawn these guys in. Spam my abilities to get exposure stacks. There it is, 240 free corrosion damage. Now we need to get some combo and some stacks real quick. So we won't be doing any damage, but once you get some combo and 1 kill, your damage will start to ramp up. There we go. Butchers are now dying in 1 to 2 swings. Lancers also being chunked. Bombards also disappear. Heavy gunner, next, goodbye. This heavy gunner, 1 million damage, 500,000. It eats everything here. Let me show you again. Now I have all the stacks and combo. Respawn these units. Heavy gunner, no damage once you get some stackies. Goodbye. Bombards, goodbye. Butchers, goodbye. Lancers, it eats. It's very good. There you go. Oop. That's the exposure setup. Next one is the influence setup. There it is. Respawn the exact same enemies. We need to get some combo and some stacks real quick. Spreading the electricity with influence. There we go. Beautiful. 5x, 6x. This is the best Nikana, the 200 Nikana. So this is something I will highly recommend for you to farm. It's a very good Nikana. It is the best one. One more time, we have 6x, spreading the electricity. Let me use some buffs. Nourish, the most common helmet ability. We're going to spread viral and electricity, and our clear is going to be much better. One more time. You guys definitely didn't see it. There we go. Yep, it's very good. It is the best 200 Nikana. And for the final setup, the heavy attack setup, swap yet again. There we go. Respawn the exact same enemies. We need to get some stacks real quick. Heavy attack, flunks enemies, one taps everything. Now we have stacks. Heavy gunners. Goodbye. One tap. 4 million slash tick. 2.2 million slash tick. One more time. There we go. Heavy gunners. Goodbye. 4.5 million. Yep. It's nasty. It's very powerful. And there you go. Those are 3 builds. Now it's time for me to show you the influence setup against Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies, the Void. Steel Path, of course. It's mod. Yep, it's mod. It's survival. Going through this build right here. Influence setup. Spreading the electricity. I love influence because it's the best clear setup. If I want to do like both clear and single target DPS, I will change to exposure. If I want only single target DPS, I can change into the heavy attack setup. All these builds are very good. All of them have ups and downs. You can easily fix those problems with buffs, of course, using your favorite Warframe. And yeah, that's it. The stats on this weapon overall are the best ones. It comes with a free element. It is, I will repeat myself again, the best two-handed Nikana. Stat-wise. DPS-wise, stat-wise, it's the best one. Some of them might have more stash chance, but everything else is just worse. Or cruel damage. Yeah, I think there is one that has like 3x cruel damage. This one has 2.2. But it has much higher base damage, free element, and has a more interesting passive compared to the other ones. Holstering stops the combo degen, which is good for some builds. If you don't feel like meleeing, you just swap, and you're good. It saves your combo. This weapon, of course, is a very good influence weapon. You can add electricity. You can do like a hybrid electricity blast or electricity gas, but going for pure electricity works really well. It's all up to you. If you want to do like gas or blast, I will recommend for you to remove... Let's see. Maybe the electricity mod is definitely, that's something you'll definitely remove for one of the 2 elements. The other mod I will remove would be... If you use a attack speed Warframe, you can remove Berserker for the gas or blast combo. If you use a Cruel Chance Warframe, you can remove Blood Rush. Yeah, that's something like that, I will say. It's between those 2. Attack speed or Cruel Chance from Blood Rush, or you can remove Galen's Elementalist. You will get some stash chance from the elemental mods. You will lose the status damage, but you have like electricity, gas, or blast that you're going to spread with influence. It's all up to you. I think pure electricity works really well. Swing, swing, swing. Let me use some buffs. My fourth ability gives me viral damage, spreading electricity, and Viral in a 20-meter radius. Clear is going to be much better. You can do Roar. That's also fine. Roar will dip the damage. It will make your electricity do even more damage. That's also absolutely solid. Apologies for my voice. My voice is dying. So yeah, I sound a little bit different. There we go. Where's the Aki? Where's the Aki boy? Oh, there he is. Let me use some buffies. Alright, Melis. Where are you? Boop, 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 and goodbye. He gone. And there you go. Think you guys seen enough. That was the Acolyte and the units. Time for me to leave. And be right back. And there you go. Tenet Livia is very good. I will highly recommend the weapon and the builds. I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like and sub. And of course, see y'all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.